hope is that we all get it. Don't give in to the pain, just keep living, cause
got dreams I'm striving for. So I'm gonna live higher. I'm gonna live higher. I got dreams I'm striving.
What's going on, guys? It's Toby Rosario, and in today's video I wanted to go show you guys a property that a local wholesaler is selling, and just kind of walk you through the thought process of what he was thinking when he did this deal. And we're going to go through the property. We're going to break down exactly what he was looking for when he purchased the property. But before I do that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. And we'll go ahead and get started. So we're doing a walkthrough here. We're going to take a look at it here. Hopefully the lighting is not too bad. But it's obviously, full rehab. And it's gonna need a lot of repairs, but you can easily get, how much you think in rent you can get, Lee?
You get 900 to 1,000 around this area, but it's an up and coming area, so we're not looking at what we're getting now. We're looking at 10 to 15 years from now, when the things are gonna start happening. This is actually next to Lady of Lourdes. I don't know if he told you. It's like one of the biggest hospitals in this area. It's Cooper and the Lady of Lourdes. What's happening is they have a plan in 20 years to connect both of them. So they want to make the avenue that just came off to come here. They want to make that a whole medical strip. So what happens with that, when that becomes a whole medical strip, these houses like this, what they become is profitable. Because the people that work there, they're going to want to live close to there. So this is why this is up. I was thinking about staying with the property, but I'm just going to wholesale it.
Yeah, so so Lee is a local investor here. He's a wholesaler, but he's a cash buyer as well. He actually buy the property. He doesn't actually do a lot of assignments like I do. He actually closes on the property because he can control that property, and then that way he can take his time and get the best or the most amount of money for his deals. So talk about how you were able to find this deal. How'd you get this deal, and what you bought it for, and what you plan to sell it for?
This deal came in through my network, which I told Toby that's all I really do. I don't really send out. He sends out letters, but I just network. I talk to a lot of people. Every time you have a conversation with me, I tell you this is what I do. This is what I make my money off of. If you have anything, or if you think you have anything, send it to me. So it came through actually a friend of mine. He hit me up. He said, "Lee, I got this house," and honestly, he told me the address. But what I thought at first was a 2-bedroom. So then I looked at the house on Google and I said, "Hold on, this might be a 3-bedroom." So he said, "Yo, this person offered $1,000 for the house." And when he said that, I said, "Well, he offered 1,000, and he said, in the hell, that means you're gonna go low." So I offered him 5,000, and he said, "Okay." So I ended up paying 6,000 because I gave him a assignment fee of 1,000 for bringing me the house. So
the wholesaler got it for 5,000 on the contract. He assigned it to you for 6,000.
He actually got it for 5,000 at first, but I actually helped him. I told him go back and renegotiate so you could make money. Because he didn't know how to do it. He never did a wholesale fee. This is his first time ever doing this. So I told him, go back, try to renegotiate. And then after he couldn't negotiate that much, he only got 500. He brought it down to 4,500. He only was getting 500. I told him, look, I'm going to throw you in 1,000. And he made 1,500. And then I charged him $50 for teaching him how to do it. So it was $1,450 he made, actually.
It's a win-win. I mean, he got his assignment fee, and Lee got his deal. He got a great deal. He already has a buyer at 12,000, but he's gonna wait on a little bit more, try to get as much as he can. So you guys need to look at it from a perspective of there's no such thing as competition, only collaboration, right? You can't look at your local investors, local wholesalers in your area as competition. You got to look at them as how can we collaborate, make it a win-win for all of us, and where we can all make money. So walk us through this property. Kind of walk us through what we're looking at.
So this is like the dining room / living room area.
So this is one floor, or is it?
No, it's actually 2 floors. This is actually not that bad. I mean, you're gonna have to come in and totally rehab it, but the walls are kind of good. So
right.
Look at that. Now the kitchen is total rehab, but honestly, when you're renting anyway, it's hard. You always want to put total rehabs into the kitchens.
Right. It is pretty bad, but once you clean it out, it's gonna take away some of the
hardwood floors. You can keep them, do whatever you want, but this is actually one of the bedrooms. The bedrooms are kind of intact. As you see, the roof is not leaking, which is good. They're kind of intact. I have another bedroom over here. There's a lot of trash.
It looks better than it is because of the trash.
Yeah. It's not that bad, They're intact. I like the roof's not leaking.
So you bought this sight unseen, right?
Sight unseen.
This was without. So guys, you know, if you're getting started out, I don't recommend doing that.
No, I really don't.
I don't recommend. You would, first of all, you need to know your buyers. You need to know the area, and you need to know exactly what a buyer is willing to pay for it. And you got to get really, really cheap in order for you to make some money. So I don't recommend it.
The only reason I did it, because worst case scenario, I'll stay with it.
Right.
You know, so
exactly.
if you don't have that leverage, then I wouldn't recommend you do it. I recommend you start assigning. You could have assigned this, but I personally don't like dealing with having to find people, get them, and get the other person in, and worried about the buyer and all that. I'd rather just buy it, put it on lockbox, you come see it.
Yeah, he likes control. I don't like. I like assigning because I know if I put it on the contract, I'm pretty confident I'm going to sell it, and I don't have any risk in the deal. But you know, if you have some cash, you can buy it cash, and then if you have cash, you can buy it cash and kind of wait on it, really get the highest and best. You're more in control when you do it that way, but you do have some risks involved. Now, obviously, this is a full rehab, right? But like I said, he already has an offer at 12, and so that's $6,000 profit. And when did you close on it?
I closed on it Wednesday.
Okay.
Today's actually the first time I've seen the property.
So he bought it sight unseen, and
they said they were going to clean it out. They cleaned out some of it though, but
right,
not much. But you know,
how many bedroom was it? Three.
It's 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
Yeah.
Guys, don't let the numbers. You know, he paid $6,000, but you know that's because the particular area. So that's going to be different for every market. It might not be the same in your market. So keep that in mind. This property is more so for a landlord, someone who's going to fix it up and then rent it out for $800,000-$900,000. So don't get too caught up in, you know, every market is different. You're gonna pay less when you're in the, you know, hood. So just keep that in mind, guys. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, the street is not actually that bad, but this is considered quote unquote the hood. But you got to understand the surrounding areas. It's a lot of gentrification. You want to talk about that?
So what's going on is, like, maybe 3 years ago, guys, everybody starting new. I wouldn't even looked at this area. It would have came in, I would have said no, it's not me. But what happens is, you know, Philadelphia a couple of years ago, I didn't look at certain things because I thought, and now the gentrification changed all that, the way it's looked. So now anything that comes to my desk, I try to look at. So this area is definitely changing a little bit. Like, it's more clean. Like, maybe 10 years ago, you would have came out here and you would have been a lot of violence. But now, you see nobody on the block into this area about 2 months ago.
Right.
So those are the things I look at.
Yeah, you got to look at up and coming neighborhoods. You can't necessarily look at the condition of the streets and the neighborhood. You gotta know exactly what's going on in that. Is there new development? Is there new construction? Is it being, you know, for lack of a better word, being gentrified, upgraded? That way you can catch these great deals and still make a profit.
I'll say like pre-gentrification. It's a better word. Like before it gets to gentrification, because once that starts, you know, prices really skyrocket.
Right.
But let's get there. Let's get you there before it starts. That's what I tell my investors.
Exactly.